Hello, folks, and welcome to another episode of Hashtag Chat with Pete. Today, we're going to have a chat to Amy down here at Jam Powers Farmers Market in New Farm. She makes one of the best cups of coffee in this market. We're going to see what makes her tick, what motivates her, and what was her favourite food as a child. Amy, hello.
Hello, how are you, Peter?
I'm doing fantastic, and yourself?
Very well, thank you.
So tell me a little bit about you and a little bit about your business.
So a little bit about me. I've been in coffee maybe 7 years, and I kind of stumbled into it, to be honest. Someone just kind of offered me a job just serving at the markets, and I was like, oh yeah, I don't really know anything about coffee, and gradually learned and became a huge passion, and now I can't imagine doing anything else.
And then you've just taken this business over recently, is that right?
Yeah, so the person that got me to come serve is a good friend of mine. And actually, as her coffee businesses kind of grew, she's actually been kind enough to offer me all 3 markets that she did. Obviously, this was a bit of a bigger one, so it took a bit of a chat about. But yeah, you know, it gives her a chance to focus on her shops, and it gives me a chance to focus on the markets, which I've been doing with her for, I guess 7 years.
Fantastic. What makes it an ideal cup of coffee for you?
The level of care. I mean, one of my favourite sayings is that the difference between being good or bad at anything is your level of care. If you know that it's not quite great and you're going to hand that out, do you redo it? Do you redo it 1, 2, 3, 5 times? My maximum 7. I've redone a cup of coffee to make sure it's perfect, but it's got to be smooth. It shouldn't sit anywhere. It shouldn't linger. It shouldn't be bitter or sour. It's just pass right through and not quite touch the side, so you have another one.
How many coffees do you have a day?
Probably about 3.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
It used to be worse. Definitely used to be worse. I've kind of cut down and mellowed out as I've got a bit older and more mature.
And going on to food, what was your favourite food as a child?
I was the blandest kid. My mum doesn't like spice and I didn't like meat, so my favourite thing was a bowl of pasta and cheese. Plain pasta, melted cheese.
And going on to your father, what was the best piece of advice your father ever gave you?
My dad's just a bit of a cuddler, and his, you can do anything mentality. There's nothing that really stands out as much as just I could do anything I wanted, so go do it kind of drive.
Nice. And tell me, what have you spent a silly amount of money on?
I decided I was going to create an app. I spent $8,000 doing a course before realising it wasn't really feasible to be an app. So that for me was quite silly, the fact that I got nothing out of it. But I guess a valuable lesson in rushing into things without thinking things through.
When you're a little bit unmotivated to get back on track, what do you usually do?
I normally think about all the things that I've ever wanted to do. I'm not kind of one person. It's not going to be that I'm only ever going to do coffee. I kind of already have a commercial cleaning business which is quite successful. I make some wooden tables and play around with that. So I sit there and I think, what can I do today to be creative in my own way? If that's getting out the jigsaw and cutting out some wood, then I'll do that, and it kind of just spurs me on for everything. When you get creative about one thing, it kind of flows into everything.
If there's somebody that hasn't been to the market before or hasn't been here for a while, what would you tell them to do to come down here and come and see you?
I'd say that we've got a great range of all of the milks that you could kind of think of under the sun, and that level of care that I was talking about earlier is always high. Like with all the staff, we're friendly, play some silly songs to get a bit excited. You might catch me dancing or singing along, and just get one of the best coffees around.
Job done, thank you.
Thank you, really enjoyed it. Thank you.
Nice one. Thank you so much to Amy. Fantastic coffee. I've been going there, regular customer for the last 2.5 years here. This episode is over and out. Thank you very much to Jam Powers Farmers Market who sponsored this episode. And now over to Sammy to let you know when the markets are.
City every Wednesday, Powerhouse every Saturday, Manly the first and third Saturdays of the month, and the first Sunday of the month is Mitchelton.